Hello everybody, welcome to the bunny trail. Wow, has it been a while since I have been on. But first, before we get into anything, I've got to put on my chapstick. I used to do this in my videos and I hadn't done it in a while, so I figure I'll just go ahead and then my lips don't look horribly dried out to y'all. And actually, this is a great lip mask. It may be a night mask. Oh, it just says a peptide lip mask, and I love it. Anyway, you guys, so welcome to my channel. If you're new here and you enjoy this, please hit the like button and subscribe. Well, guess what? It is July, and I actually was supposed to have done this video on July 1st. And I had a completely different theme, of course. It was going to be, well, first of all, the theme is Pickle Week. It's Pickle Week, you guys. And July is supposed to be my month to host, and we've done some changing around on when we're putting the videos out. And I was supposed to come on July 1st and done my Pickle Week video, and I did not do it. Yeah, I have no excuse, except it just completely slipped my mind with stuff that was going on, you know, in my life. And yeah, the thing was going to be, of course, if I would have came on July 1st and done my video like I was supposed to have, the theme would have been red, white, and blue for USA and the 4th of July. But since I did not do that, I could have kept that theme, but I felt led to do something different. And so we will get to that in just a minute. I will give you the theme pickle announcement on what to dress your pickles, and not just your pickles though. Dress your babies, any baby, your big babies. If you don't even have a big baby, please dress your little baby and join in with the Pickle Week with our themes. And don't forget to tag me. Oh my gosh. Becca from Becca's Happy Place, Tammy from Tater Tots Nursery, and Tiny Heart Reborn. Sorry, there for a moment, my brain froze. Some people call it a brain fog. Some people call it a brain fart. I don't know. It froze. A brain freeze. That's what I have. I have it a lot. And this is called Carla's Bunny Trail, because you never know what kind of bunny trail I am going to take you down. I hope everybody is having a fabulous, safe summer. Since I've started my reborn journey, which I can't even tell you how many years it's been now, 6 maybe. I always in the summertime have just kind of backed away from my dolls, not intentionally, but okay, I'm just going to put it out there for you. It is hot here in Central Texas. It is hot, and I don't want to be touched. I don't want to hold on to anything, you know. So because of that reason, I think I've always just kind of put the babies on the back burner, because I didn't, you know, sweaty and just didn't want to hold a baby. Or I should say glistening. I had a teacher in high school, my home economics teacher. She used to say, women do not sweat, we glisten. So glistening, I didn't want to glisten on my babies. And so I've always just kind of put the babies on just a timeout, so to speak, except for last summer. Last summer, I seemed to go all the way through the summer still. It was the first summer ever that I just continued to do videos. But this summer rolled around and the babies have been put in another timeout. They have been perfect angels, and they are not in trouble. It is not a timeout because they're in trouble. It's a timeout because it's hot. And then I have Mason and Aurora home. Mason's my 14-year-old son, and Aurora is my 10-year-old daughter. And we really, we got our pool up and going, and it was the 6th year for our pool. It is an above ground pool, and it, I guess depth wise, is it 52 inches deep? I believe it's 52 inches deep. And we had it up we put it up on a Thursday. We had it full and running on a Thursday. And then the following Thursday, now this is the 6th year that we've had it, to swim in. And the following Thursday, I was to keep my grandboys. And I opened up the door, and I was like I was talking to the babies, and I was like, come on in. And my daughter-in-law said, what happened to the pool? And I hadn't even looked that way. And I glanced over there, and the pool was like, and my patio, which is right by my pool, some of my furniture was completely blown off of, I shouldn't even say blown, washed off my patio. I had plants and pots sitting up there. They were knocked over, and one plant I never even found. I have no idea where that plant went. I found the pot completely emptied, no soil in it, and no plant to be found whatsoever. And we have a dog kennel out kind of close to the pool. The water, when the pool split, so I guess you'd say when it split, the water didn't reach the kennel. It kind of went, it just didn't make it to the kennel. But my poor dogs out there, they're my son's dogs. My son's poor dogs probably thought a tsunami had just hit. I can't imagine the sound or what it was like, what was going on when all of that took place out there. I can't even imagine. So I think one of the poles had rusted that held up the sides. I mean, because the pool actually, so this is the pool actually just split in half. And it's one of those soft side pools. I think 6 years is a good time. And for 5 years, it was in direct sunlight. So, I mean, though that kind of material, sun rots after so long, but it was heartbreaking because the pool is what got us through this Texas heat in the summertime. It made things bearable. I work all summer long. For the first time this year, I actually did have a vacation though. I had 1 week vacation, and that is a vacation that I haven't had in years. So I was extremely, my hubby, hi Brian. He just sent me a link, it says, okay. It was very sad. We didn't even tell Aurora that Thursday morning when she got up. I had kept the boys. I said, don't say anything to Aurora. I knew she was going to be devastated. It had only been up a week, exactly a week. And so that evening we were sitting on the patio. She just comes out there and talking to us. We hadn't even had a chance to clean it up. The great big sand pump that we bought last year to go with it was completely knocked over, you guys. And this thing is huge and it is heavy. It was like knocked over. The hoses were, I guess because it had been, I don't know, we ended up having to get new hoses, but anyway, Rory just comes out there and she's talking to me, and I'm smiling. I'm waiting for her to say something, and then I go, and she looks over there and she goes, "What happened?" I told her, I said, it's 6 years old, and I guess it just finally had it. And you got to think how many people swim in this pool. Now, Brian and I have 6 children, and 4 are boys. And when you get them together out there in that pool, it is like World War II. I'm guessing, it is. They are throwing a football around. They are tackling each other. They are dunking each other, throwing each other, on each other's shoulders. I mean, it is like that all the time with them. So, I mean, this pool is really had put up with a lot, and it just had met its maker. And so we had to say goodbye to our pool. We did get a new pool. We got a great deal during Amazon Prime Week. We got a great deal. It was through Amazon, and we had put it in our cart. Well, I wanted to check and see if Walmart had any better deals. So I had gone into Walmart, and for the exact same price, the exact pool was for sale during Prime Week, because Walmart does their, you might as well call it Prime Week too. So I just thought, well, with Walmart, we have Amazon Prime, so we'll get it in a couple of days. If I went through Walmart, it takes a little bit longer. You know, it's not guaranteed. So, sorry, my little strawberry gnome. A little strawberry gnome, you guys. See the strawberry? Isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh, I am so into strawberry shortcake right now. Sorry, I got squirreled. A bunny trailed. So the day we go to actually order the pool, Amazon had taken it off. It was no longer, and Prime Week was still going on, but they just took it off. And we were so upset. And then I told Brian, I was like, wait a minute. And I went over to Walmart and I looked. Walmart still had it for that price, that same price. So we ended up going through Walmart, and it did take about, I think it took like close to 2 weeks to get here. It got here though. My daughter-in-law said, watch it be like my mom's last summer. She ordered a pool from Walmart, and she waited 2 months for it, and they kept giving her the runaround, and then they finally got it there. But by that time, summer was almost over, you know. And but her mom did get reimbursed and got to keep the pool. That's awesome. But anyway, so it was just 2 weeks for us. 2 weeks is better than 2 months. So, but then after the 2 weeks, we finally got it set up and filling up on the 4th of July. And it took all day for the 4th of July, and then all night, and then Sunday morning it was ready to go. And so the kids have been having a blast. It is let's see, I'm trying to think. I think this pool is 3 foot longer. It's still 52 inches deep, but it's 3 foot longer. It come with its own heavy-duty ladder. So our ladder that we just bought last summer, we're putting up for, you know, you never know when you're going to need another ladder for a pool. And so we've got that put up, and we got the hoses hooked to our brand new sand pump that we bought last summer. And it's doing great. It's doing great. The kids haven't got to swim the last 3 days because we have had rain here, and that is very good for our area, because come August, it's usually, last summer, Central Texas had a very mild, what we call a mild summer. It didn't get as hot as it normally did, and we had a lot more rain last summer than we have in the years past. And then so far, the same goes for, now it is hot. Let me tell you, it is nasty hot out there. I think the other day it said it was 102 degrees with a heat index of 115. And I wish I could just take, well, first off, I wish I had the money to do all this, but I wish I could take my mom and my children and grandchildren, and we can move to wherever you have a mild summers, like in the 80s, you know, that would be great. And I'm not talking about Alaska. I don't want to go to Alaska. I know in Alaska, Bailey, my son that lived there, I don't think it didn't get in the 90s there. I think it just got like 84, 86, maybe. And anyway, and just build us a little community, you know, cottage community. But so did everybody have a good 4th of July? I hope you did. I did post videos of, we had, for the first year ever, we had what they called a Pickle Fest here. It was a lot of fun. They had something going on down at the square in the morning. We didn't make the morning one. It was Saturday. I slept in. And then, no, that was Friday. Yeah, that was Friday morning. And then Friday evening, I think I posted a short of Aurora playing in some bubbles, which, oh, it did get flagged because there was music playing in the background. So I've got to go back and fix that, so that y'all can see that video. But anyway, so the Pickle Fest, they set up booths, sold things. They were allowed to have a booth as long as they had something in their booth that had to do with pickles. A lot of people sold homemade pickles. One of my favorite booths was a crochet booth because I love to crochet. Now, I usually do crochet things that are usually blankets. I like the straight lines, you know, that's much easier. But I can crochet booties and bonnets. I'll find a pattern that I like and I'll stick to it. I want to try to learn how to crochet animals. Like my favorite booth that was there, the lady had like a big fat cat that she had crocheted, and Aurora's older sister bought her that cat. And it's so cute. So I am hoping that maybe this winter to be able to learn how to make simple animals. So, and then I want to set up a booth. But in order to enter the Pickle Fest for next year, I'm also going to learn how to crochet a pickle, because you have to have something pickle related in order to set a stand up. And then they had a pickle eating contest, and my son-in-law was in it, and then my daughter's brother-in-law was in it, and I think it was a pretty close run between the two of them, but my daughter's brother-in-law won the pickle eating contest. And you guys, it was the great big size boats, you know, and they filled it. They didn't, you know, these were those sour pickles that come in the big, is it a gallon? And they're like ridiculously sour that it's hard to even, you know, oh, I forgot I don't even have my headphones on. I hope y'all can hear okay. But I can't eat those pickles. Now, I ate that kind of pickle when I was young. I don't eat those anymore. I don't really eat much. Every now and then I'll crave a pickle, but for the most part, I don't even eat pickles much anymore. I definitely not sweet pickles, no bread and butter pickles, none of that stuff. It has to be dill pickles for me. But Princess, what are you doing? Princess is, if y'all can see right back here, little Missy. Princess, is you gonna go night-night? Huh? Did you dig yourself in a corner? You don't want to give no pup report today? No pup. Oh, I love you too, baby. I love you too. Okay, so then on the 4th of July, we so that was Friday, and Pickle Fest was Friday. Saturday was the 4th of July, and they changed it. Normally we have our parade in the morning, and it's never on the 4th of July day. It's like right before. This year they actually did the parade in the evening before the fireworks show that our community does. And it was 5:30, and it was hot, you guys. It was so hot. I bet they don't do that again. I bet they don't. There wasn't as many people in the parade. Of course, our little town, usually our parade's over in 25 minutes. And it was definitely quicker this year because there wasn't as many, and I think it had to do with the heat. Everybody out there on that, you know, the asphalt or pavement, cement, whatever, the road, it's hot. It's even hotter on that. And I bet they don't do that again next year. But my grandboys, they, I want to know, I need to go back and look and see if I even posted the parade. Because if not, I need to get to it, because I always post the parade on here. So my grandboys, it was their first parade to go to. And then that was at 5:30 in the evening. And then we came home, loaded up, because Brian and I always take usually like some kind of meal for us to set up. We set up out there, and then the kids come, and we all just eat out there, and then the fireworks usually start around 10 o'clock. This year, our community did something really big. Oh my gosh, we're already 20 minutes in and I'm still jabbering. But okay, the community did like a no gravity. They had like fun stuff. They were handing out free hot dogs, drinks, and chips. Then you could buy slushies. They also had, food trucks set up out there. They had a live band playing. That was super nice. And then they announced that this year we were not even going to have a firework show. That had been canceled because there was no funds. But the community pitched in, and we actually had the biggest fireworks show that we've ever had. And I did post that. I'm pretty sure, yes, I did post the fireworks show. I post the fireworks show every single year. Bobo, no. And so Aurora, they had rock climbing. They had all this free stuff out there. And so Aurora did some of the rides. Then we went back to where we were set up, and the kids were there, and we visited with the bigger kids, and we were set up by a playground, so the little kids got to play on the playground. It was fun. We had a great time. We've also been to the lake this summer, and I still sunburned. I started putting sunscreen on me and Aurora before we left my house. It's about a 30-minute drive to the lake we went to, and then I was on the dot putting that sunscreen on, and I still sunburned even with sunscreen on. So I peeled, and I walk around scratching, looking like a monkey, because I'm still itching, and all my skin is peeled off like a chameleon back there. All my skin, or a snake, or whatever. Reptile, some kind of reptile, whatever sheds their skin, But anyway, okay, you guys, I have probably just drove y'all crazy with all my jibber jabber. I haven't seen y'all in a long time, and I have missed y'all, and I have been feeling the urge to get in here, and I've got to do some cleaning. And Bo, quit being nosy. Stop it. Mr. Bojangles is in here. He hadn't been allowed, well, all summer I hadn't been in here, so he's now, Bo, get out of there. He is snooping in every nook and cranny over there, seeing what he can find. But okay, you guys. So, I missed the red, white, and blue theme. Sorry. Sorry about that. So, this Pickle Week will last until the last day of the month. And then it will be a new, one of us four ladies. It will be, well, of course it won't be me, but Tiny Heart Reborns. It's either Tiny Heart Reborns or Becca's turn next. Let's see, it's July, August. I'm not sure who is in August. It'll be one of us ladies, but their Pickle Week will start on the 1st. So you have today until the very end of the month to do this theme and participate with us. So you guys, come on, join us, have some fun. It does not have to, again, it doesn't have to be a pickle baby, but we just call it Pickle Week. Any baby, any large baby, if you don't have a large baby or a toddler, use your small babies. It's okay. It's okay. So, you guys, the theme for this week, let me show you. Are you ready? Here she comes. Here comes my Tookie. Now, Tookie is my pickle. And here she is, you guys. Now, what do you think this theme is for the month of July, Pickle Week? Pickle Week. It is not strawberry shortcake, but it's anything vintage, you guys. Now, this outfit is not vintage, but strawberry shortcake to me is vintage. So what's vintage to you? You can dress your babies in anything that is vintage for you. And then there will be an alternative theme. And the alternative theme will be, since we're doing strawberry shortcake, it will be anything from your garden. It can be strawberries from your garden. It can be tomatoes, cucumbers, potatoes. I'm trying to think, tomatoes, squash, cabbage, any fruit or vegetable that comes from the garden, you guys. Anything like that, or something vintage, something old for you. Now, if you don't have anything, maybe you want to do the vintage and you don't have anything vintage to put on your baby, maybe you have a vintage toy you want to throw in the screen and tell everybody. But I really would like for y'all to join me as I come back into YouTube land for my Pickle Week, and dress your babies up in anything. You guys use your imagination. If you can't, I don't know, bananas. But strawberries are pretty easy to find right around now. Maybe you have strawberries. You know what? Just stretch it. If you need to stretch it however you want to stretch it to make it work for you, so that you can participate with our pickle group that we have. And again, don't forget to tag me. Don't forget to tag Tammy at Tater Tots Nursery, or Becca at Becca's Happy Place, and Tiny Heart Reborn. You guys, please tag us all, and then your video gets seen in more places when you do that. So what we have on little Miss Tookie here, Miss Chubba Wubba, she's got on this onesie that is a strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. And it came with this adorable pink and white, what do you call that, gingham head bow that has strawberry shortcake on it and strawberries. The onesie has butterfly sleeves. On the chest, I would say the onesie itself is a pink, but then it has a red circle on the chest outlined in the pink and white gingham with a strawberry shortcake, what'd you call it, an applique or whatever this is right here on the front of the chest there. And then the shorts are so cute, you guys. I think I've got them kind of pulled up, but a little too high. Let me see. Girl, you're looking like Urkel. Okay, so the little shorts are that gingham and the pink and white gingham. It has scattered strawberries on it, scattered red strawberries. And it's got the red circle with the strawberry shortcake head in the middle of it, with a satin pink bow at the belly button, right at the front. And I could not believe this. I was trying to decide. I wanted to put some sandals on her, but you guys, since I've not been in my nursery, it seems like my nursery has become a collect-all for things that I have found laying here and there or bought, along the way. Now, just because I'm not in my nursery doing videos does not mean that I'm not out there shopping for my babies. And so, I unloaded the spring and summer clothes, you guys, and here it is. I'm fixing to have to be putting all this stuff up. And okay, we're not gonna talk about that because then I get all upset. But I've got all these clothes that need to be hung up. Anyway, okay, they are hung up. They're just laid over, and they're laid over on my rubber, I guess it's a Rubbermaid tab over there, where I keep my shoes, my baby's shoes. And so sandals were out of the picture. And I found socks, you guys, and let me show you these socks. Now we thought about going with the big ruffled socks. I put them on her but they just, I don't know, I just didn't really care for the way they look too dressy. So look at these socks, you guys. Oh my gosh, I found strawberry socks that are just exactly like the strawberries. Well, close enough. You can see the strawberry there. Close enough, you guys, to match her little, oh, she's such a sleepy baby, you guys. She's so sleepy. She's just had a busy, hard day. Huh, Pumpkin? Yeah, huh. Anyway, so, I don't know what I was saying, but Tookie is fast asleep, and I guess it's time for her to go to bed, and probably close to time for me to go to bed, but I'm not sleepy, so I probably won't. Anyway, I was telling y'all I'm all about strawberry shortcake. All of a sudden, I've been even looking at handbags. I mean, it is so much that the parents of the children I teach actually even found a backpack for me that it wasn't strawberry shortcake, but it looked like strawberry shortcake because it was pink, but it had the red strawberries on it and all this stuff. And I was like, I almost bought it. She sent me a picture of it, and I almost bought it, but then I thought, first, take care of the kids. It's time to take care of the kids, get their school supplies, get their school clothes. Then, if the backpack is still there, then it's meant for you. If it's not there, it wasn't meant for you. So, but there is a purse on Marketplace. It's $35. They want $35 for this purse, but it's so cute. And it just screams strawberry shortcake. And I'm going to have to show y'all my socks that I've got that are strawberry shortcake. They're so cute. Oh, and also Rainbow Bright, you guys. Rainbow Bright. Yep, I found some Rainbow Bright socks. I'm just all into the, the strawberry shortcake and the Rainbow Bright. Maybe that stuff's just nostalgic. Is that the word? I don't know. Anyway, okay, you guys. So you know the thing. Something vintage to you. What's vintage to you may not be vintage to somebody else, but what's vintage to you? Or if you don't have anything vintage and you don't have a toy, you don't have a lovey, a doll, it can then be anything, fruits, vegetables, anything from your garden, and you can stretch it to make it work for you. We all want to see your videos. Oh no. Okay, it's still going. Let me see it. Close that. It said my battery is low. So I better let you go for now, you guys. Take care. God bless you all. Thank you for spending time with me. Don't forget to hit that like button and share. Bye, guys.